Welcome back to Technology Review. I'm your host, Matt Jackson Jr. You can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Technology Review TV. I'm here today in our monthly meeting with Vernon Dixon. Welcome, Vernon.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Yes, absolutely. We're here to talk about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So I understand there's been some movement, some different changes since the last time you've been here.
Nah, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency stay stable. There's no issue with that. Yeah, there's a lot of fluctuation in the market right now.
Okay.
And since the fork or the split happened,
Sure.
Bitcoin is doing its traditional thing of rising right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so over the last few days, it's gone up several $100s. And right now, before I came in, it was about 35.53, and going up.
35.53.
35.53, yeah.
And what was it last month when you were here?
I think it was 22.
Yeah,
2,200. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's over $1,200.
Yes.
$1,200, folks.
Yes.
Within a month since Vernon's been here last.
Yeah. I mean, I tell people, they hear about it and they think about it, but they don't do anything about it. You
Right.
know? And so that's the issue.
Right.
You got to be like some of the rest of us and get involved in what's going on, and so and be able to take advantage of those increases as well. So not only in Bitcoin, but also some of the other currencies.
Interesting. So tell me about what's the news going on since the last time about the whole cryptocurrency?
Well, I guess the real interest is in the initial coin offering.
Okay.
And not only that, but also some of the countries that are accepting or legitimizing, so to speak, Bitcoin in particular, cryptocurrency in general.
Okay.
To the standpoint of, like the last time I told you, Philippines had accepted as a valid currency, South Africa and some of the other countries as well. Not only that, but some countries, Russia being one, is getting ready to create their own cryptocurrency.
Well, that's interesting. I did hear about some of that in the news, that Russia is starting. Boy, Russia's been in the news everywhere.
On both sides, yeah.
And now Russia's been mentioned on my show in the news. Yes, I understand that the president of Russia, Vladimir Putin, is looking to have kind of a cryptocurrency for Russia, right?
Right.
To replace the ruble, or be like the ruble?
Well, the ruble's not doing that great, and that's the reason for some of these cryptocurrencies anyway, is some of the fiat currencies aren't doing that great. And so over the last few years, Russia has seen, Putin in particular, has seen how the value, what the industry of the world is doing with cryptocurrency. So they want to get involved. So it's actually Russia's largest bank that's actually getting involved, and they're pulling in some other countries to help them get this started, take it off the ground.
That's being investigated, that bank?
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, okay. They're getting involved in cryptocurrency.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, they say follow the money trail. So
yeah, and the bank is leading it, which is interesting, because initially they were kind of fighting it, against it, but they realized that the proof was in the pudding, so to speak, and so they got on board and started looking for ways to utilize the blockchain. And if they say we're going to utilize the blockchain, we might as well see if we can create a currency out of this as well.
Okay.
And so they've gotten, in conjunction with China, Singapore, and also the UK, are also considering cryptocurrencies as well. And China has, with the European Union, made an agreement where they begin to use blockchain technology as a testing bed before they release the currency.
I see.
So they've got some plans laid out, and they're ready to go rock and roll in terms of moving to a cryptocurrency.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. So the blockchain, has there been anything changed with the blockchain as far as security, or is it still, are they still working on it where all the other cryptocurrencies will work within a blockchain as far as security?
I mean, in terms of security, that's one of the things that is becoming more and more evident, that they need some additional security.
Gotcha.
The thing about the blockchain being a ledger to keep track of contracts and all your transactions, the blockchains that have been developed for the most part from companies coming out with blockchains, those are separate blockchains. They're not what we call on the network blockchain.
Okay.
So that's separate.
Different. Okay.
But what's happening with Ethereum is a very good transactional blockchain on the standard cryptocurrency blockchain.
Okay.
So what they're doing, the Ethereum consortium, as it were, they're teaming up with another coin called Zcash. Zcash is touted for its security. So they're taking the technology in Zcash, combining it with Ethereum, and looking for that to be a security transactional process. And they can use the Ether, the Ethereum coins, and have it as part of the blockchain, the regular blockchain network.
I see. Will there be a standard for blockchain as far as all of these different type of coins? Will they be using a standard blockchain, or will they have their individual?
Okay. The coins will all have to run on the standard blockchain.
Gotcha. Okay, that's
Yeah,
great.
The coins
That's
will
good.
have to run on the standard
Great.
blockchain because they have to keep track of those coins
Yes.
that way. But the blockchain applications don't
Yes.
have, they ride above the normal blockchain. So
Gotcha.
that's different. You call them private blockchains
Yes.
and public blockchains.
blockchains. Okay.
Yeah.
So these public blockchains, then they will be, I'm assuming, always working out ways to keep their information secure.
Secure.
Yes,
They'll
every
continue to try to do that. And from my understanding, and there may be some others, there's a lot of information
Sure.
out there. The Zcash and the
Yes.
Ethereum blockchain setup is looking really good because the Zcash blockchain and the coin that was created from that was several years in development before they even released it. When they released Zcash, it was over $50 when they first released it. And it's been fluctuating around
Zcash,
50, 80
wow.
bucks, those kinds of things. And so I mine Zcash as well. When there is a prominent coin that's come out that's got a significant technology behind it,
Yes.
I'm on board.
You're on board.
I'm on board.
Very good. So do you think these other, like Zcash and Ethereum, they come up with their levels of technology for the blockchain? Will it be adopted by all the other types of cryptocurrencies as well? Saying this is a standard now. Everybody, including Bitcoin and all other 800 of them, will use that same technology.
Therein lies the rub. And the answer is yes and no.
Okay. Wow.
It depends. It depends. And that's why like as an example, I'll use Russia as an example. Who's going to use their coin? How many countries are going to use their coin? And that's why they're starting testing with the blockchain and the smart contract issues first.
Yes.
With the European Union.
Yes.
And so if they can bring on the European Union and begin trading technology and currencies that way,
Right.
then it begin to adopt the currency.
I see.
So it has to be a proven concept and it has to be a valid use. There are communities that are starting their own cryptocurrency as well. Little community. There's one in Transylvania. Has a
Okay.
coin that's coming out. It's called
The Drat coin.
Well, it's that's good. That was good.
Pennsylvania. Okay.
That was good. But it's a little community,
Okay.
and they felt that they were kind of isolated,
Right.
and they wanted to have their own currency, and they began to trade with each other, which they were doing anyway. And so now they put this financial component in place, and now they can go shopping at the stores as opposed to trading with John and
Right.
So now they got the little shops, and knowing you can get the cars repaired, and they get those things.
But
going.
only in their community.
Only in that little community. It's awesome. As a matter of fact, some of the other countries around the world started that way. For instance, some of the small African communities started that way because they didn't have access to banks or bank accounts or anything. So they started and create their own currency as
So
well.
interesting. So they create their own currency, their own communities.
Yeah.
But if they want to branch out, they need to have that coin be accepted into the blockchain.
Yes. Yes.
Interesting, folks. Think
But the
about
communities that I've seen so far, they're not interested in that. They're happy
Oh,
where they
they're-
are and continuing to expand that. So yes.
I tell you, people can't be segregated. Can't be segregated out there, folks. Join the global community.
But that Drat coin was good.
Yes, the Drat coin from Pennsylvania. I bet it's red, right? No.
It's little fangs on
Yeah,
it.
little fangs on it. Wow, Bert, that was really good.
Good.
Very good. Yeah. I'd like to hold you over to the next segment too, if you have time.
Okay.
If you have
Okay.
time, I'd like to talk to you about some other things we talk about in technology and maybe a couple more questions on Bitcoin.
All right. That'd
as
be
well,
great.
cryptocurrency. Yes, folks. So again, thanks again for being with this segment. We're going to continue on our next segment as well. But if you'd like to send any questions you may have regarding Bitcoin and how to get a hold of Vernon, really quickly, why don't you give me your email address?
My email address, I'll let you have the one that's vmeonline7@gmail.com. That's
Very good.
vmeonline7@gmail.com.
Very good. All right, we'll see you back here, folks.